Good afternoon and welcome to another live. Of course, today is the first Sunday in the month of February. I hope I'm correct because today is already the 6th. Um, and I think I'm about right. I am happy to be alive. Hope you are too. For those on Instagram, I'm not going to be staying on. I just want to invite you on over to YouTube, and it is on the Iconic Advisor page. Welcome to everybody who joined me this and every Sunday. If it is your first time, my name is Shernette Clark, and I am a financial advisor licensed with the Financial Services Commission right here in the beautiful island of Jamaica. And of course, I am licensed to do financial products or sell financial products that will help you to achieve your goals and your dreams through proper financial planning. Now, of course, I am about 4 minutes into the hour of four, in which I normally start at four. There is a vision board that I captured, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I'm hoping I'm able to do so, but I have not been able to save it in a format. Let me see if I'm able to do so yet. Yeah, I think I have it in a format that may be visible somewhat to you. Let me see if I can get it um, in a free trial mode. Let me see. I'm trying my best to save it in a format that is visible to all. Hope all are doing well, regardless of what is going on in our beautiful island of Jamaica and worldwide. Things unfold, and of course, some are discouraged and some are mourning, and it is understood, of course, why we would, of course, feel this way about what is happening. Some aspect of it, I've seen some posts of experiences from person, and it is, we can easily say that it is at our doorsteps, and we just have to pray for one another and look out for each other. But life goes on, and once there's life, there's hope, and we have to just embrace what is, and we can't stop what we're doing to achieve what we want because of a couple hiccups. I want to remind you guys to, share the channels. Icon Sherns with a Z on Instagram, Shernet Higgins Clark on LinkedIn, Shernet Higgins Clark on Facebook, and of course on the Financial Advisor page. I'm streaming to all platforms. Facebook page is Financial Advisor page, Shernet Higgins Clark on Facebook, and also for the Iconic Advisor page on YouTube. So I want to thank those of you who have subscribed, and I'm going to encourage those of you who have not to subscribe. and also to hit the notification bell. So whenever it is that there is information that is uploaded, you'll be the first to know. Welcome, Bishop Russell. Haven't seen you in a while. I am doing awesome, and I hope you are doing the same. How about you and your side of the island of Jamaica? Boy, it is horrible what's going on all over, but some parishes are more prominent than others. I'm not sure what is happening, but something needs to be done. No, I was sharing with persons that you need to create that vision board for 2022, and we'll have to do things differently in 2022 than what we did in 2021 and 2020, based on things not unfolding how you want to, and based on what the topic says. How did your January started and how did your January ended? For me, it didn't end how I wanted it. And of course, I was a little bit discouraged because I planned properly in December to make January a little bit more fruitful. But because of planning, because of tracking, because of budgeting, because of recording, I was able to go back to my 20. Oh, I can go all the way back, but I went back to 2020 and 2021 January. And 2021, the most recent one, was horrific. That I did terribly. There was no proper planning, and I was broke the entire month of January. I was frustrated, I was stressed. And as a financial advisor, to find yourself in that position where you're advising persons to create wealth and to be financially stable and to be financially free and to budget, and your finances were shattered. And I had shared in previous lives that based on COVID 19, based on the pandemic, that the emergency fund was shattered. And I encourage you guys that if it was 6 months, that you need to know, be looking at creating either 12 months. And this is going to take some time. When I compared 2021 January to 2022 January, I did much better. But because of the goal that I set for 2022, I felt discouraged because I said, this is not how it's supposed to pan out in January, but January last year. So, what it means that I have done something differently to have a different outcome for 2022. What I have also declared and what I have also acknowledged is that January will be my worst month for 2022. So, in order to achieve that and in order to be confident about that, I have to do things differently in February, March, and so on for the rest of the year to rebuild the emergency fund and also my sinking fund. And in doing that, guys, we're not saying that you're going to have the money that you need for that emergency fund right away. You have to start. So if it is 100,000 that you need to create at the end of the year, you will need to be contributing at least a minimum of probably 9,000 or 10,000 a month to be rebuilding that fund. And I have said so many times, and I did the 50-30-20 rule last week. And we were saying to pay yourself first. And that may not be the reality of everybody's budget. Maybe you will have to be focusing on some long term and some high interest loans first to get off those for the first part of the year so that you can end the year comfortably. Everybody's situation is different. So mine will be different from yours. I may be closing down on my loans when you are far into your loans and not seeing an end to it. But I'm going to encourage you. Most of what you're going through, if all of you, whatever it is you're going through, more than likely, I have been through the same situation in terms of being up to my neck in debt or being stressed out about what, the money is not stretching enough to do even the basic necessities. And because I had to make a decision in terms of planning properly and budgeting and making sure that I am keeping more of what I'm earning and making sure that where every dollar goes, that I am aware what I am spending, then that was when my situation changed. It's not where I want it to be to this date, but as I said to you before, January 2021, I was in a worse stage. But for this January 2022, which is encouraging, I had made some steps that made the reality, the end of January, different from 2021. And that is what we have to make sure that we are doing. That if you're consistent, if you're disciplined, if you're focused, then the change that you want to see and the reality that you want to have is going to happen for you. Awesome, Bishop. So make sure that you're being consistent about the planning. No, take a look at this vision board. Simple. And I was saying, whatever it is that you want to achieve, that you're going to be creating that vision board, you're going to be putting those pictures, you're going to be putting those things that you want to change in your life. And your vision board, in terms of achievement, may be different from mine. So this is one that I saw and I wanted to expound on it. I wanted to create my own reality, and of course, this is what it is about. So you're seeing at the top where it says hospitality, in terms of home, decor, garden. So that is one of my goal for this year, in terms of you have worked so hard. Hi, beautiful underscore Bridget. Thank you for joining in. You have worked so hard for what you have achieved. And of course, you want to make sure that your home, wherever it is that your reality, your resting place, your yard, where you want to call it, a crib, that it is one that the decor encourages relaxation, it encourages calm, it encourages productivity. It is just pleasant because you have to deal with a lot on the outside, or if you have to be dealing with people, it can become a lot. In terms of being hospitable, you make sure when you come in, it is clean, it is airy, and you will probably need help in terms of creating that space if you're not able to create the space. And there are a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of pictures on Instagram, a lot of stuff on Google where you can research what are the colors, what are the plants that can create that environment. Your garden, the same thing for me. And I recognized this years ago, that when I was going through a high level stress period in my life, that my plants can tell you, if they could talk, they would tell you the things that I have said to the plants, the things that I, quarrel about. But, you are able to unwind, you're able to release in terms of watering is therapeutic. So, whatever it is that you need to do to be in that frame of mind where you are productive, where you can create that reality for yourself that is not stressful, then you're going to create that. For me, and I've mentioned before in previous lives that in terms of my health, and you all may have noticed, and some weeks persons will call me or message me or email me, or some people just send some voice note. I have some parents out there other than my biological parents that are watching in terms of the progress with my thyroid. And I have said before that it is not the mass that I have, it's multiple nodules. And I prefer to go the route of um, uh, food, eating healthy, changing how I eat, and in terms of exercise, I've incorporated that and incorporate the things that are going to enhance, like iodine, sea moss, those things, kelp, that are going to enhance, causing the left side or the right side to become active because one side is underactive. So whatever I need to do that is necessary for my health, for me to be productive in terms of achieving the goals, then self care is also important. Make sure that you're incorporating that. So, exercise, as I said before, and I had joined a team last year, which we were held accountable. I was doing it in the comfort of my home, online. And if it is that you think that you're not disciplined enough to do it on your own, join a team, pay the monthly fee. You don't necessarily have to go to a gym, you don't necessarily have to have equipment, but you want to make sure that you incorporate that this year in terms of your health. Money are some of the goals in terms of what we need to achieve this year. Money. And people will say it is the root of all evil, but money buy things, money answereth things, and we need money. And sometimes the lack thereof causes stress. And some people have a lot and it still causes them stress because probably there's no balance. And that is probably another topic. But of course, you want to make sure that when you have money, whatever it is you're earning through your 9 to 5, whether it is multiple streams of income, and I'm encouraging that. The Bible speaks about even having 8 streams of income. And Bishop can back me up on that. No, you want to make sure that when you're earning that money, that you're keeping more of that money. So budget is going to be important, and we have talked about it, that it is going to cause some discipline and some focus in terms of planning to make sure that you are achieving the budget. There are a couple persons that have reached out for the planning sheet in terms of your budget, and I hope you're utilizing it. Don't get frustrated. If you have any questions, you can holler back at me. But you want to make sure that if it is not and you're not savvy in terms of the Excel sheets, then you can use your good old book and pencil, create your income side and your expense, and you see where you can do adjustments. And the bills that need to be paid, those are the bills that need to be paid. Do adjustments and the things that you want, so you can afford the things that you need. Okay? Of course, you're a senior now, it's your turn to make a masterpiece vision board. It don't have to be anything that is fancy, but you want to make sure that is something that the goals that you want to achieve and achieve this year. And you guys can attest to it, the things that you focus on. We focus on negative stuff and it happens. I would say, you know, say, a bad luck, my bad luck, but because you are so worried and fearful about the situation, that situation became fruitful. I have had instances in my life, a lot of them, in relationships, in money, anything, that I feared the worst, and that is exactly what happened. So you want to make sure that you're focusing your energy on the things that you want, things that are positive, that you can achieve them, and focusing on them, you need to see it. So creating that board is going to create that reality. Of course, you want to set goals in terms of dates, in terms of, you know, whether it is going to be 1 year, 2 year, long term, short term. You want to make sure that you're holding accountable and creating that environment that is going to create that productivity. Of course, you're going to be productive at work, you're able to be productive and give your family quality time. And of course, we need to add some fun in terms of our hobbies, in terms of what it is that we just want to relax in, the space that we have created for ourselves, in terms of just having a sip of something, in terms of just reading a book, in terms of creating an art piece, whatever it is. But then family also is important in all of what we're creating. The spiritual aspect, there has to be balance in terms of communicating with the source, communicating with your creator. And we can't leave them out, guys, because of course, sometimes we need clarity. Sometimes we need some answers in whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. And we have to go back to the source. We have to go back to God. And that is the reality. And in terms of protection, in terms of all that is happening, we have to ask Him for guidance, protection, coverage. We have to go back to Him. We can't leave Him out. And of course, quality time with the family. I enjoy spending time with my boys. I enjoy having chats with them. I enjoy listening to them. I enjoy just, being around them, tucking them in, being here in the evenings, preparing dinner, being here to prepare breakfast. And in creating that, we have to create some balance. And of course, I said vacation. You need some time. And vacations don't have to be expensive in the budgeting, and you can save, and I do this on an annual basis, and I am somewhat more focused on that now, because all of the work that we're putting in, if we're not taking some time to see even family outside of the home, then you're just going to feel unaccomplished sometime and unproductive. So you want to make sure that you determine and you figure out what that budget is on an annual basis and contribute some funds to that. If you have to do some making up at the end of the year, then you would have been whether halfway or three-quarter way than not planning at all. I have encouraged you guys that the gap between achieving our goals is planning. So it has to be focus, discipline, plan. Once we're doing all of that, we're able to achieve the dreams and the goals that we want to create for this new year 2022. We're at the second month. Where are you in terms of the planning? Where are you in terms of achieving? Are you feeling discouraged already? Are you feeling burnt out? Take a day or two, refocus, realign, and reset the goals. There is nothing wrong in terms of feeling how you're feeling, but staying in that feeling is what is it that is going to be wrong with the situation. Of course, guys, you know that when I'm alone, it's about 15 minutes. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me this and every Sunday on the Iconic Advisor page on YouTube and on Icon Sherns on Instagram. Icon Sherns, you can follow me also on Instagram, ends with a Z. Those on Facebook, Shernet Higgins Clark. Those on the Financial Advisor page, Shernet Higgins Clark. I want to thank you once again for joining in. And of course, I want you to take the advice that is given. Remember to stay strong, stay focused, and stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I so do intend to. Bye, guys. Love you.